Election Commission of India announces elections date for 5 poll-bound states. Manipur goes polling in 2 phases on February 27 and March 3, 2022. Manipur logs 76 new COVID-19 cases, 7 recoveries and 1 death in 24 hours. COVID positivity rate stands at 3.12%. And COVID third wave hits India. Country reports over 1,41,000 fresh COVID-19 cases in 24 hours. Omicron cases reach 3,071. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin and I'm KANEL SHAMBANDURAM with you. To stay protected from coronavirus, wash your hands frequently, wear your masks properly and maintain a safe distance from one another. Please remember that the fight against the COVID-19 is not over yet. Now, the news in details. Election Code of Conduct has come to effect in Manipur and 4 other poll-bound states from today. Manipur goes polling for 2022 state general elections to the 12th Manipur legislative in 2 phases. Date of poll for the first phase is on Sunday, February 27th, and polling for the second phase is on Thursday, March 3, 2022. For Manipur's first phase of nomination will be issued on Tuesday, February 2, and for second phase on Friday, February 4. Last date of nomination for the first phase is Tuesday, February, and for the second phase, last date for nomination is on Friday, February 11th. Scrutiny for the first phase is on Wednesday, February 9th, and for the second phase it is on Monday, February 14th. Last date of withdrawal of candidature is on Friday, February 11, and for the second phase it is on Wednesday, February 16. Counting of votes is on March 10, 2022. The Election Commission of India announces the assembly poll dates for 5 states of Manipur, Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Punjab and Goa this afternoon during a press conference held at Vigyan Bhavan in New Delhi. Assemblies of Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Uttarakhand, Goa and Manipur will expire on May 14th, March 23, March 23, March 15th, March 19th respectively. Out of these 5 poll-bound states, the BJP is in power in 4 states including Goa, Manipur, Uttarakhand and Uttar Pradesh. Elections to be held for 403 assembly states in UP, 117 in Punjab, 70 in Uttarakhand, 60 in Manipur and 40 in Goa. At least 1 polling station will be managed exclusively by women in every assembly constituencies and nearly 2.5 million are first-time voters in 5 states. Election Commission of India also directed that no physical meeting, road shows, processioned and cycled bike vehicle rally will be allowed in 5 poll-bound states till January 15. In the first phase, Manipur will hold assembly election in Kundrakpam, Haingang, Khurai, Khetrigao, Thongju, Kairao, Andro, Lamlai, Thangmaiband, Uripok, Sagolband, Kaisamthong, Singjamai, Yashkul, Wangkai, Sekmai, SC, Lamsang, Konthaujam, Patsoi, Langthabal, Nauria Pakhang Lakpa, Wangoi, Mayang Imphal, Nambold, Oinam, Vishnupur, Moirang, Thanga, Kumbi, Saikul, ST, Kangpokpi, Saitu, Tipaimuk, ST, Thanlond, ST, Henglept, ST, Churachandpur, ST, Saikot, SI and Singhat, ST assembly constituencies going for polls in second phase are Lilong, Thaubal, Wangkhem, Hairok, Wangjing, Tentha, Khangabok, Wabagai, Kakching, Hianglam, Sugnu, Jiribam, Chandeld, ST, Technopold, SI, Fungyar, ST, Ukruld, ST, Chingai, ST, Karong, ST, Mao, ST, Tadubi, ST, Tamay, Tamelong, and Nungba, ST. Manipur CEO Rajesh Agarwal, IAS, announced the same in a press conference held at CEO Manipur office in Lumfield this afternoon. 6 assembly constituencies have been identified as expenditure-sensitive constituencies. They are Andro, Wangoi, Mayang Imphal, Thanga, Lilong, and Churachandpur. 180 flying squad teams, 8 180 strategic surveillance team, 60 video surveillance team, 60 video viewing team, 60 accounting team have been appointed and trained, and this team have been activated immediately. This time entry EVMs manufactured by Electionist Corporation of India Limited shall be used in all the polling stations. Election Commission has made provision for postal ballot to persons with disabilities whose names are marked in the electoral roll and who possess disability certificate. This facilities is also extended to senior citizens above the age of 80 and electors who are quarantined due to COVID. These facilities will be made operational to the electors. Persons with disabilities will also be provided with vehicles, volunteers and wheelchairs wherever required.
The first phase of election, there are 5 districts with 38 assembly constituencies will go for the first phase of election. That includes the district of Imphal East, Imphal West, Bishnupur, Churachandpur and Kanpur. 38 assembly constituencies in all together. There are 13 in Imphal West, 10 in Imphal East, 6 in Bishnupur, 6 in Churachandpur and 3 in Kanpur. The second phase, a total of 22 assembly constituencies across 6 electoral districts, 3 in Ukhrul, 3 in Senapati, 3 in Tamenglong, 2 in Chandel, 10 in Thobal and 1 in Jiribam will go to polls as a part of second phase on 3rd of March 2022.
Scheduled Tribe Demand Committee Manipur continues their agitations unabated. The committee has been pressing demands to the state government to send recommendations to the Centre for enlisting Meitei community in the scheduled tribe list of the Indian Constitution. Protest meet was staged at Moirang Bazaar in Vishnupur district under the banner of Scheduled Tribe Demand Committee Manipur today. Volunteers of KG Moirang Kanba Apunbalub and Moirang Kaithel Shop Owners Association, Old Moirang Sinni Apunbalub, auto rickshaw and rickshaw drivers staged protest demonstration chanting various slogans. Hairok Block Congress Committee President Thokchom Ranjan has expressed discontentment over inclusions of 2 non-Manipuri in the Election Commission's in the ECI's voter list amid ongoing ILP issues. Speaking to media at the block's office today, T.H. Ranjan called upon state authorities to check such errors timely. He also recalled that court hearing in response to a case registered at the High Court of Manipur against errors detected during revisions of 33 Hairok Assembly constituencies' electoral roll.
Court appeal variety Mayokta Masik Hausadana Tabok Pangtok Liba official sing Adoga Belo sing to Adugi Matata Matiksava I Universiram Lakapio Hapu Hamsiba in a Miam Damusung Sakasiki from the Tamzari Verena Kariumba Masida Tabusit Lokapitagadi Kogi Korki condemns Koi Makasatanabugi Tanabugi Tarangi Tamzare I Wahomsi Tamzari.
In connection with a plea filed at the Supreme Court by Kolkata-based Amra Bengali organization appealing the Apex Court to squash the inaligned permit system in Manipur, Old Manipur Bengali Students Union AMBSU in a press release clarified that the plea is not related to Bengali-speaking people in Jiribam district. Roads stretch from Minuthong to Lamlong. Nearby Public Works Department Imphal is in a deplorable conditions after it was repaired a month ago. The road leading to the permanent artificial turfed ground at Lamlong Thongkhong. Speaking to Impact News, AMFA members who were present at the artificial turfed ground and locals lamented that the road was repaired ahead of the ongoing state league. However, frequent plying of heavy trucks in the low-quality road has damaged the road. Locals urge Works Minister to look into this matter at the earliest.
National gi thak to so dum sana bola e khole mi ma di kai je khogai je na to na khoi amfa gi gersing na yam chen na chong na hona gi bane adu chinna si kola se thar matung si da quality maintain chu khara to da ma le maru na si hek tha ba gi asam na kan da gi su biosiram da gi su polak ta la e som na kan da su polak ta la e adu maru na tata so arum mafam rang khang da po chai chu pur pu sa ta chale sina maram ra ga di kola se khara thu na so khi bra na khal
yam na quality like na to ra bani na ne ti la ma he le no social la era ada uju social la ka ni chembi o dra ga de
khara yam kana ka shalak tringai gi marak sida ko yam chuna mi chang haning
government na su phajana lambi thong sem ni khoni di hai ri yam kana ado masi kaino quality maintain khara wat pa male masi miyang chang haning
lot yam gari sing gari mayam satli se hoi moi gi su lambi leiram da be duita su khoi gome na tang lambi za area ma pibi raga khoi gi sigi phajagra ba khoi gi lambi se amuk loina kai bi film da leire na hajini.
A team of the Vishnupur District Commando Unit led by Officer in Charge Y. Sakti Singh seized 59 packets of the suspected opium weighing more than 49 kilograms from a truck last afternoon. The team also arrested drivers of the truck identified as 29-year-old Langpok Lakpam Kiran, son of late Eld Sachi of Todbung Bangla Maning Laikai. Speaking to media, Vishnupur SP and Hirojit said the commando team acted on a tip under his overall supervision and conducted frisking at Vishnupur Forest Gate area. Registered number of the truck is AS01FC0271. He said the contraband items were found hidden inside the vehicle's toolbox. Arrested driver along with the seized items has been handed over to Vishnupur police station. Police has registered a case.
Opium singasi seized away along with Tata truck and one mobile phone. Tata truck adugi driver duso koi na pai. Actually di koi ngarang atemamari tawuni source of the drug se thina na ba adu ngarang makti koi phangbangam de adu makatana koi ma thina na bohona khigani. District asida election su lakpani na koi against say liquor, narcotic substances, antisocial elements, various preventive measures ama koi sanction besu hore makatana dum sanction gani. Hai riba koi gi drive asida koi lamdam asongi praja singna koi da su cooperation pibiu.
Manipur University Travel Students Union MUTSU expressed gratitude to Atsum Ansam KSO General Headquarters, ADCs, all travel MLAs and every individuals who have extended solidarity in demanding 31% reservation for scheduled tribes during admission in the university. Kanglei Park Students Association KSA condemned Oinamed MLA cum chairman of Manipur Pollution Control Board Eld Radhakishore of recruiting several people in the board against norms as reported on media on December 24. Press release from Kanglei Park Students Association says as per the media report, altogether 52 people who were recruited for 55 different posts in May, June and October of 2018. Kanglei Park Students Association claimed that the posts do not exist in Manipur Pollution Control Board at all. Kanglei Park Students Association warns of intense agitations if authorities concerned failed to oust Eld Radhakishore from the chairman post and a high-level inquiry is not initiated into the case. Manipur added 76 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 out of 2,430 samples tested in last 24 hours. Today's COVID-19 positivity rate stands at 3.12%. As per the latest report from State Health Department and COVID-19 Command Control Room, total confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Manipur have reached 1,26,088. Active cases are 414. Manipur reported one COVID-19 related deaths in the past 24 hours. Death toll stands at 2,010. On the positive note, 7 recoveries were reported in the past 24 hours, rising the total recovered cases to 1,23,664. Manipur's recovery rate stands at 98.08%. COVID-19 rapid antigen test (RAT) is being conducted on people coming from neighboring Assam to Manipur, reportedly due to non-availability of adequate RT-PCR test kits in Jiribam district. RAT is being carried out on people entering the state at the foreigners checkpost in Jiribam's Babupada. COVID-19 screening is also going on full swing in Jiribam's border area. It may be mentioned that the state health director Dr. Rajo had issued an order which states that all returnees enter by airway or roadway will have to possess mandatory negative COVID-19 RT-PCR test report conducted in the past 48 hours. Well, now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you updates on coronavirus cases in India and the world. We will be back with details after the break. Until then, keep watching Impact News.
Notice ahanba oina RBI na regulate toba amasung Ministry of Finance, Department of Financial Services, Government of India na Surface 2002 gi makada financial institution ama oina sakhankraba Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Housing for All mission gi makada subsidized home loan pibada mangjil thariba Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited amadi masigi sister company singi Guwahati yauna branch tarahundoi hangdokchare chahi 13 ki khongchata lakraba Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited tagi miyamna financial facilities sing lawirana Ning Singjari. Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited and its sisters companies Uripok Taurambam Laikai.
Welcome back. After the break, you're watching Primetime English Bulletin. COVID-19 third wave is set in the country. India added 1,41,986 fresh COVID-19 cases, 40,895 recoveries and 285 deaths in past 24 hours. As per the latest report of Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, India's COVID-19 active cases stands at 4,72,169. Total recovered cases have reached 3,44,12,740 and recovery rate stands at 97.30%. That toll has reached 4,83,463, or 150 crore. 61 lakh doses of COVID-19 vaccine have been administered in India so far. Total Omicron positive cases in India have reached 3,071. Globally, coronavirus has infected above 30 crore 39 lakh 80,000 people. Above 54 lakh 99,000 people have died and recoveries are above 25 crore 84 lakh 5,000. United States of America has the highest active cases of above 1 crore 74 lakh 33,000 in the world, followed by India and Brazil. Weekend curfew is enforced in the national capital, Delhi, from 10 p.m. last night and will be in effect till 5 a.m. on Monday amid the spike in COVID-19 cases. There are some restrictions on the movement of individuals during this weekend curfew. However, people who come under the exempted categories will be allowed to move. The officials who are involved in essential and emergency services will be allowed movement on the production of a valid identification card. All private medical personnel like doctors, nursing staff, paramedical staff will be allowed to move on production of identification card. Pregnant women and patients can move on productions of doctor's prescription and medical papers. Persons coming from or going to airport, railway station and bus terminals will be allowed to travel on the production of valid tickets. Persons and students shall be allowed to appear in examination on productions of valid admit card. There is certain restrictions for metro services as well. As per the Delhi Disaster Management Authority's order, metro trains and buses can run with 100% of seating capacity. However, standing passengers will not be allowed. There will be no restrictions on the interstate and intra-state movement and transportations of essentials and non-essential goods. No separate permissions and e-pass will be required for such movement. Health and Family Welfare Ministry has issued guidelines for international passengers. The standard operating procedure will come into effect from January 11th. Under the revised guideline, travelers coming from the countries are required to undergo 7-day home quarantine. Shall undertake the RT-PCR test on 8th day of arrival in India. Travelers will be required to upload results of RT-PCR tests in the Air Subidha portal. The revised guideline states that all people planning for travel need to submit information in self-declaration format on the online Air Subidha portal before the scheduled travel. Travelers need to upload a negative COVID-19 RT-PCR report to be conducted 72 hours prior to undertaking the journey. First cultural dance festival for KANEL Foundation named Khongthang was held at Krishna Chandra Gurumayam Mandap India School, the Hiruhanba Lekai, Imphal today. KANEL Foundation organized a dance festival for the first time ever, showcasing Moibung, Pumcholom, Dholcholom, Thangta, Krishna Roob and Abhisharika Nitya performances. National Secretary of Rashtriya Lok Janashakti Party B. Ruchida graced the event. Speaking on the occasion, she said KANEL Foundation was set up by renowned Manipuri dancer Latashana in Mumbai to promote Manipuri cultural dance and music at the global platform, and that the foundation has trained around 150 students so far.
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔ ꯃꯆꯥ ꯈꯛꯇꯪ ꯅꯠꯇꯅ ꯑꯇꯣꯞꯄ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯦꯠꯇꯒꯤ ꯃꯤꯅꯐꯥꯎ ꯂꯥꯛꯑꯒ ꯇꯝꯖꯔꯒ ꯃꯣꯏꯅ ꯍꯩꯖꯕ ꯈꯔꯗꯣ ꯃꯣꯏꯅꯁꯨ ꯑꯦꯛꯁꯄꯥꯟ ꯇꯧꯅꯕ ꯍꯣꯠꯅꯗꯕ ꯅꯠꯇꯦ ꯍꯣꯠꯅꯩ ꯑꯗꯨꯕꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯏꯔꯩꯆꯥꯅ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯗꯨꯒ ꯀꯟꯗꯤꯁꯟꯗꯨꯒ ꯃꯣꯏꯅ ꯇꯝꯃꯒ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯀꯟꯗꯤꯁꯟꯗꯨꯒꯗꯤ खरत ओइसुम खेतनबा दुम लेतब नते दुम लै अदुबु मोइनसु अखोइगी कल्चर से चाखनब होनबदा खरत ओइसु अखोइदा सहयोग पिबी अदुगी नमकता दे अखोइना मपांदा लैरिबा मखोइबुसु अखोइना थागतब ngamde थागतचरी अदुगा होजि कायना फाउंडेशन न लोखलिबा स्टेप सिगी मतुंगिना हापचन बनतब अखोइगी इपाई पुना हेक सीजन नरंबा हेक तौरंबा अदुगी ट्रेड पूरा येंगा अखोइना अखोइगी कल्चर सिबु हेना इंडिया नतना international level da su tawbo ngamba mayam na su pina biu ai na su ai gi ngamba mateng tawbo ngamba su oijage.
Tanaujam Brinda says she will denounce her political party for the upcoming state general election. At the earliest, election committee for TH Brinda held a public meet at Wangkai Ningthempukri Mamang Ayangpali Makhalaikai community hall in Yaskul Assembly constituency today. Speaking on the occasion, the intending candidate said her closest contender will be the NPP candidate. She stressed the need to ensure financial and jobs security to youths.
Youth ki future later maram di kai gino da financial and job security later ba youth na magi security ambo laite ba aduna makoi like tam me hairaga like tam loiraga thabak phangba security assurance state tagi laite adu ngasi manipur da sathari ba train sida makoi gi lamsu lai horaroi thabak su lai horaroi asitmatic bleak oi ba future am khak amamba future am khak ne ba na sing sina thing na dori si ngasi gi koi gi corrupted form of governance ngasi gi lai ri koi gi lainga ki policy sida khwai gi chauna impact pi duri se lai ra ba sing siga naha sing siga neba adu khwai gi mangjari na kana naha sing sineba decide tawrane athubada NPP ga tawdeni.
Intending candidate of Nauria Pakhang Lakpa Assembly constituency SKV said that the constituency is still lagging behind in development because electorates had voted for candidates who only talk but never deliver. The intending candidate was speaking at the booth committee meeting held at Maitram. KV also underlined on the active participations of women in the politics.
Sengna lebak ngakpada khoyang tang yong minna se haba nupi se masing wat lagadi ngasi ekhoi gi lebak se ngasi ekhoi icha sing se hore iba ai gi cha nung sigraba se kanba ngam hore roeba aduna maram oira kanda ekhoi nauria dagi aphaba thabak ama aphaba saktam ama utpa ngam na bagi dama afaba haibase hawduk minarakpa matsangi aduna akhoigi nauriadagi nupi candidate ama nupi mirep ama oina chahi nauribi nupi ama hana thagakhraba matungda matungi election kayada nupi masing hena tholokani haibagi asa se aingonda yam chaung leije.
Well, the news from the world of sports. 12th Sahid Manoranjan Singh Memorial Football Tournament kicked off today. 143 Battalion CRPF Lamphilpad has organized the event under the aegis of Old Manipur Football Association and Imphal West District Football Association at Sports Authority of India Artificial Turf Ground in Takhilpad. 24 renowned football teams of Manipur are competing in the tournament on knockout basis. UKB Churachandpur beats YPHU Lalambung 5-4 with score from the kicks from the penalty marks in the first match today. Second match will be played on 10th of January. Nabsa Ka Imphal defeated YUCC Kwakaithil Moirang Puril by 8 wickets in today's third league match of the 9th Manipur Veteran T20 Cricket Tournament. The tournament is being held under the aegis of the Manipur Veteran Cricket Association at the playground of Oriental College and Modelled Higher Secondary School. Batting first, YUCC Kwakaithil Moirang Puril made 91 runs in 20 overs with 5 wickets down. Nabsa Ka Imphal responded with 96 runs in 14 overs and 5 balls with 2 wickets down. All-rounders of Nabsa Ka Imphal Bogendro, who scored 42 runs, was declared man of the match. 9 teams delivered into 2 cadet groups are competing in the tournament. Model club Chingamaka will face YWC Langtabal in the 4th league match tomorrow. The 4th Jalkot Wangkho Kogol Nopt 2022 held at the Jalkot village ground in Kangpokpi district concluded today. Manipur Police Home Guard Commando held Thangboy Khonsai and officials took part in the valedictory event. Final match was played between TMT and NP Vang. Cultural dance performances highlight the event. In the 25th Tangjamd Virchandra Maipakpi Memorial Winner Club, KSC Kangpokpi has entered the finals by defeating home team Star Sporting Union Akampat 4-1 in the first semi-final match played today at Artificial Turf Ground in Lamlong, Tongkong, Imphal. Saimin Hao and Robinson scored 1 goal each, while Solomon scored 2 goals for away team KSC Kangpokpi in the match. In the second semi-final match, away team Pamyal Patsoi defeated home team UBFC Ukrul in 5-3. Rojen scored 3 goals, while Raj Kumar and Suran Joy scored 1 each for the winning team. Pamyal Patsoi and UBFC Ukrul will lock horns in the second league match of second semi-finals on the 10th of January at the Pamyal Patsoi playground. The football club is organized by Old Manipur Football Association under the sponsorship of Babina Health Care and Hospitality Private Limited. League match of the ongoing Indian Super League 2021-22 between ATK Mohan Bagan and Odisha is underway at Goa's Fatodra Stadium since 7:30 this evening. While in the second league match, Goa Football Club will face Chennaiyin Football Club at GMC Athletic Stadium at 9:30 p.m. In yesterday's league match played at Tilak Maidan, East Bengal and Mumbai City ended in a goalless draw. Well, that's all we have in this bulletin, but before I wind up, let's take a glimpse at the headlines once again. Election Commission of India announces elections date for 5 poll-bound states. Manipur goes polling in 2 phases on February 27 and March 3, 2022. Manipur logged 76 new COVID-19 cases, 7 recoveries and 1 death in 24 hours. COVID positivity rate stands at 3.12%. And COVID third wave hits India. Country reports over 1,41,000 fresh COVID-19 cases in 24 hours. Omicron cases reach 3,071. Well, thank you so much for being with us. Coming up next is prime-timed Manipuri Bulletin, which will be presented by our anchor Sonali Maibam. In the meantime, for more news and information, please do not hesitate to follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and YouTube. Until then, have a great evening and always stay safe.
Sri Sri Gaurachandrai Namha Purvashram Dekhoi Khwai Bukon Birambi Nat Sankritang Sapirambi Yankopam Ombi Pujari Devina Mahaki Nuksijaraba Imong Manung Sagay Natay Amadi Marum Mapang Khwai Pumna Makutadoklam